Our first zodiac sign is going to be Aries, and we're starting with this really beautiful orange stone. I am forgetting the names of all of these stones. I had them, but it's clearly been a long time since I've done a reading, and I don't know why I was called to today, so I'm going to go ahead with it. So, yeah, I think this kind of matches all the Aries in my life. All right, let's see what cards come out for you guys. Okay. You did see that, right? Okay. All right, we're not getting any other cards, so we're going to keep the lizard. Also, I'm not taking reversals on this. It's just going to simplify it for today, yeah? So this is our first card, which is the lizard. We're going to look for our second card with the Moonology Oracle deck. What is in store for Aries in 2026? Okay. There are three cards. I honestly just wanted one, but we're going to keep it for you guys just because clearly it's coming out. So let's see what it has to say. And then finally, let's see what comes to us from the Tarot of the Divine. I know these are a lot of the they're all technically non-traditional cards, but yeah, I'm not sure why this was just calling out to me. Just, okay, that's too many cards. We're just, okay, Aries, this is a long reading in itself, but clearly it's going to be a longer reading for you guys because I'm not sure why we got another three cards. Clearly, y'all are going to be getting more than you expected this year. So that's like the first thing that we've got. Just to match up to what we're doing, I'm going to put this on Aries so we can kind of see them here. So let's begin. So first up for Aries, we have got the lizard, and this is a fire sign card. Now, traditionally, the lizard is known as an expert of the realm for sensory perception and its sixth sense. What comes here is just tapping in to your intuition is kind of what I'm feeling. The year ahead is going to be a mix of a lot of things, but staying grounded, we see so much green here, even though this is a fire card. I feel like just staying grounded and tapping into your intuition is probably what's going to help you for the year ahead. We're going to come back and add more to this as we go, but I feel like the other cards are going to just help us with that. All right, the next three we have, oh wow, Aries got Aries. I kind of love when that happens. So we have new moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe. A fiery climax approaches full moon in Aries, and then finally a time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo, which is really interesting because we've got this very masculine sign and we've got it anchored by two quite feminine signs, I want to say. Yeah, to me, Cancer has always been quite leaning on the feminine side. And I think that's a really interesting piece of information, right? Okay, let's see what the oracles have to say. Okay, so we have the three cards, and what I'm seeing here, the first thing that struck me was the fact that these are both new moons, which is really interesting, right? Because this is definitely a time of new beginnings. But we've got intermixed with that, we've got this full moon here. And I'm just going to pull out the book because I know there's like a definition for the full moon that I want to be really precise about. It's not so much endings, but it is, yeah, it's results, forgiveness, and gratitude, which is really pretty interesting. The other thing that I often see with these two cards is this is all about putting family first, and putting yourself first as well in some ways, right? Like building routines, building practice. There's a certain stability that comes with Virgo. Together with this, a reminder that I think often comes with seeing a full moon in Aries. Aries tends to be quite gung ho and full of gusto. And I think it might make sense to maybe slow it down. You don't have to rush into things. You don't have to override people around you. That's something to probably take away with you. Yeah, so this is what we're seeing so far, but let's see what the other cards tell us. And these are long stories, so I'm going to try to give you just like a brief of what the story is, and we'll go from there, honestly. Okay, so we have got the Seven of Swords. I'm going to bring this up. It's beautiful cards. Yeah, if you see that, we've got the wolf. And there's clearly someone in the background that's scaring the wolf, which is quite rare to see a scared wolf. We've got the sun, which I think is pretty appropriate. It is more for Leo, but it's still, I feel, appropriate for Aries from time to time. I'm going to slide the lizard over. And then our last is Ten of Wands. All right. So, Ten of Wands, the wands are again a fire sign, so we're going to keep that down. Very interesting visualizations here, right? It is, the sun is almost sitting on top of the Egyptian god's head here, which is quite interesting, I feel. It kind of shows that as you know, as tall as you stand, there's still probably something above and above you in a lot of ways. And then we've got the Ten of Wands. Okay. It's probably the least common representation of Ten of Wands, and I feel that just makes it more complicated. I've honestly never seen this before, but the way I see it is it's breaking through the skull, and in some ways that feels like it's breaking through ego. But you see there's like these little green things around here, which I feel like it kind of looks like kidneys. I think it might just be me, but that is something I think you should just take into consideration, is just the way it is breaking through the skull. And I feel that everything here is resonating on the same thing, which is probably don't take yourself all that seriously, and respect the people around you, that they might have the best vision for you, best wishes for you. Don't listen to them blindly, of course, but like take into consideration what they have to say. And I think that comes back to the lizard, which is a really interesting animal. It's a really interesting card, the way that the design and the background reflects the skin of the lizard, and it shows that even though what's around you is different from you, it's still the same in some ways. So overall, Aries, I'm thinking going into 2026, keep an open mind, and just be ready for what is to come, and just be welcoming of what is out there for you. So yeah, I think that's what I've got for Aries. I feel like looking for some lucky numbers. So maybe we'll roll this thrice and see what lucky numbers are out there. Okay, so that's a 4. Yeah. Looked like an 8, right? We have 11. Sorry, that went off camera, but that was an 11. Roll it one more time. And a 3. I'm not sure if you can see that, but that is a 3. Yeah. So Aries, that's what we've got for you. Going into the new year, just stay open to those around you. Stay open to the good vibes flowing in, and just trust your conscience. You've got this. I think you don't need to hide. Lizards, chameleons, they all kind of fall in the same family, and clearly you don't need to hide. You can just be who you are around the people who are near you, and trust that they've got good intentions. Okay, so that's it for Aries.